I'm Nick Hall, number 98. I play defensive tackle. Out of football, family and friends, family comes first because you live with them, and they're the most important part of your life, and you have to spend the most time with them. And then football and friends are just second to that. I think at one point in a person's life, everyone wants to quit at some time, but you just gotta keep pushing through, and it'll all be worth it in the end. When we go to the playoffs and hopefully win a state championship. Plan to play football in college. I'm not sure where yet. I'm gonna wait till the end of the season, let it play out, and I'll make a decision where I'm gonna go. I decided to play football in 3rd grade. I always watched it on TV with my dad and my brother. My brothers had been playing it for a long time. My mom didn't want me to play because she didn't want me to get hurt, but my dad and my brother talked her into it, so I started playing. If I had no athletic ability, I'd probably play a lot more video games and actually do a lot more of my homework, and I'd probably get a lot better grades. The best advice I've ever been given is probably from my dad, and it's just keep going and never quit, because life is tough, but no matter what, you have to keep trying. It feels great to be a senior because you're at the top of the food chain, and you know everything, you're used to everything, and you get to tease the freshmen and sophomores. My dad supported me the most through my football career because over the past summer he's paid and taken me to several camps, and he's always been at my practices, and he's always a big cheerleader in the stands on Friday nights, and that's why. Personal goal would just be for the team to win the state championship. I don't really have any for myself. If I could be any animal, I would be a rhinoceros because they're big and scary. If my house is on fire and I can only grab one thing, it would probably be my iPod so I could listen to music and play games on it. What pumps me up for football is, everyone's watching on Friday night and the crowd cheering you on, and you just get the adrenaline going just being on the field with lights on, and just really exciting feeling. The passion I have that not very many people know about is I love to play badminton. I like to play badminton because we played it in gym class in middle school, and I was really good at it, and it's really fun. If I could go anywhere in the world, it'd be Europe, so I could see all the old buildings and castles and all the good stuff, travel through all the different countries. I enjoy going to a large school because you meet a lot of different people, but it does get a little crowded in the hallways sometimes, but it's just something you have to put up with. If I had one wish that would come true, it would be that I'd be rich so I could buy whatever I wanted. Big role model in my life is my brother Doug. He played football here a few years ago, and I've always wanted to follow in his footsteps, and I've always looked up to him and looked to him for advice. The most important value in a relationship or friendship is probably trust, because you have to be able to count on someone and depend on them when things get rough. Someone I've been able to count on and depend on is my family and a few of my friends that have always been there to stick through the hard times, and always been able to count on them.
Coach, it seems like we say it every week, but man, what a great program kid, what a great kid. It seems like you just have so many of those here.
He is, and we do. There's not one kid that's not a program kid or one kid that works hard. So we're very fortunate, but we're, just like we said, the influence and the things that Nick brings our team is very important for us, especially it's going to be along this next stretch of games. So we're really fortunate.
Speaking of the next stretch of games, that's the next topic at hand. Mm-hmm. You don't ever want to put too much emphasis on the opponent, but man, what a tough first-round opponent in Bartlesville, a team that can throw the ball all around the field and is not afraid to do it.
No, they're very good. Ron Smith, which is a good friend of mine, he's, I have such tremendous respect for him, especially for his offensive play. Mm-hmm. He is, he's a genius. He does some really great things offensively. And I've played them a lot of years, and every game has been extremely difficult because of that. You know, they took Union to the, Union had to kick a last-second field goal to win the game. So it shows you the power that they have offensively and defensively to create difficulties. But as far as the first-round opponent, extremely difficult. They're a very good football team. These are kids that have played for 3 years in a row. They've been playing since sophomores now, and they're ready to go. They have a great quarterback and great receivers. So, offensively, they are very, very dangerous, and we have to play our best ball game. And like we've been talking about, we have to be mentally sharp in this game. It's more the knowledge of the game. We need to understand what they do. It's not more so than the physical part of the game and the competitiveness. Our kids are going to be competitive. They're going to play tough. We have to be smart at what we do.
Is that the message for this week, gearing up for this first-round game, is, use your brain instead of just your body?
Well, it is. We want to get on and off the field a little earlier. We need to really focus in on, in the film room, the mental reps and things, which I think are very important. You need to see what we're going to play. We need to understand what we're going to play, and we need to be able to, line up eyes right and do things that are going to really help us this week. It is going to be extreme tough game in the middle part of it, because they have answers to everything you do. They're going to test and they're going to exploit your weaknesses, and you have to overcome those. And so we have to not be able to turn the ball over. We have to keep within our system in order to compete with that.
There's a bonus, though. Where do you get to play?
And we play at home, which is great.
Yeah, so
we'll have a great crowd, and they'll bring a great crowd, and so it's going to be a good night of football, and hopefully we can, reduce our errors and get after them and play well for another week.
All right. Well, the game is at Broken Arrow, 7:30 Friday night, first round of the playoffs. Bartlesville coming to Broken Arrow. Got to come out, make sure you support the Tigers as they try to advance in the playoffs. Best of luck to you, Coach.
We're going to need it. Well, thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for this week's Inside Tiger Football. We'll see you next week so we can discuss the game. For Coach Steve Spaptall, I'm Ruben Diaz. We'll see you next week.